Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and in this video I'm going to tell you about some of the singles RV clubs. There are many RV clubs that are open to everyone, and I have been to several of those, and I found that typically there will be like about 20 couples and me. And the RV clubs are very welcoming to single people. However, I feel a little uncomfortable being the only single person amongst 20 or so couples. Fortunately, there are 4 RV clubs that are for single people only. So I'm going to tell you about those in this video, especially the one that I'm at now, which is called Loners on Wheels. See that sign behind me? LOW? Stands for Loners on Wheels. There's another one called Wandering Individuals Network, and there is a singles chapter with the Escapees RV Club and a singles chapter with the FMCA, Family Motor Coach Association, and I have joined all 4 of those. But the Loners on Wheels is the only singles RV club that has its own RV park, which is located about 2 miles south of Deming, New Mexico, and about 32 miles north of the Mexico border. So I'm going to tell you mostly about Lowe's, which they call it. The camping rates at the club here is very reasonable. You might say low. And especially with the discount for members of Low. You don't have to be a member to stay at their RV park, and you don't have to be a single to stay at their RV park, but they do have activities that are designed for the singles only, and I'll tell you about those. So first, let me show you around the park. This is the entrance and the office building there, and just to the left of the office building is the recreation hall. And here are the weekly activities. Every Monday they have a potluck at 5 p.m. And on Tuesdays they go to Mexico, the little border town there, for lunch. Thursday they have a lunch here in the park. Friday, bonfire at sunset. And every day they have a happy hour. 4 o'clock in the leisure room, which is right here. It's like a big living room with a TV, pool table. Then right next to that is the laundry room. The RV park is nicely decorated with desertscapes, and this windmill is doing a really good job. And on a nice day you can sit out here and enjoy the weather as you're relaxing, reading or whatever. And this building right here is a game room with lots of puzzles you can do. And on this map, all these little stars show where everyone is from that has eventually come here to right there, Deming, New Mexico. And next to the game room is an open air room with a ping pong table here. And right next to where I'm parked is the cacti garden. I think these are called the prickly pears. Something you want to be very careful walking around. You must take good care of them. They look very healthy. You can sit here and read your book. They have a bark park for your little dogs or big dogs. And they have a nicely laid out walking, jogging, biking path here. Here's where they have the sunset campfires. And I bet you have never seen this in any other RV park. It's a labyrinth that starts right here and winds around for you to try and find the middle there. So in the middle you get to sit here and look at the little white angel. Now that is not somebody's RV. That's just something along the labyrinth path here with other little interesting things along the way that you'll see, and the little village here. How you like that? Here's a dump station. They have spaces with full hookups, partial hookups, and if you really want to, they have boondocking available here as well. They've got shuffleboard, horseshoes, and I really like the low cornhole game. I think they've got a really nice, unique place here, and there's even some mountain scenery in the background. Now let me tell you a little bit about each one of the 4 singles RV clubs. The Loners on Wheels have these chapters in the states you see here, and they all plan their own local campouts within their state. And you can attend any one of these that you want. Most of the people who attend are from their local area. Like all of the Oklahoma members will plan campouts in Oklahoma, and in some of the surrounding states sometimes they also do. Now the Wandering Individuals Network, they don't have chapters. You just join the national organization, but they do have campouts various places in the country. And what they do is schedule a campout at a certain location, and they'll stay there for a few days or a week or two, and then they'll move on to another location. So they're basically pretty much just moving from place to place. So some people just follow wherever they're going around the country. Some people would just go to one location that they have on their schedule. So if you click on events, these are the places where they're going. And they call each one of these a circuit. Western Winter Circuit over the western states, and then Florida, Northwest. They even go up to Canada. So each one of these will have various locations where they're going to meet. And you can either just follow along wherever they go around the country, or you can just pick 1 or 2 locations here and there that you want to meet up with them. So like you click on Florida, and it tells you what dates and locations where they're going to have campouts. So you can just attend any of these that you want to. Now the FMCA has a singles chapter. They put out this newsletter where you can see what they've been doing and what they're planning to do. Now the FMCA singles chapter is very similar to the Escapees solos. They both have campouts just about 3 or 4 times a year. They go to Death Valley, they go to Quartzsite, and then they have campouts just before the national rallies. So both of those 2 organizations operate very similar. You can click on rallies and events here to see where they're going. So the Escapees and the FMCA group are the least active of the 4. So you can see here in January they meet at Quartzsite, and then sometime during March and July, depending on when the national rallies are, they will meet up like a week before the national rallies. And then late in the year, they like to have their campouts at Death Valley when it's the coolest time of the year. The FMCA club has 2 national rallies a year, and both FMCA and Escapees plans their events around when they're having their national rallies. So if you're a single RVer, you certainly don't have to be alone if you don't want to. I have participated in all 4 of the groups. I used to join them a lot more often, but most of the time I tend to like to go on my own so I can go when I want, where I want. But every once in a while, I kind of get tired of that and I want to meet up with another group of single RVers. So I hope this video has helped you if you're in this type of situation and you're looking for more opportunities. Good day, folks.